Good morning and welcome to my channel. Sharon here, and I'm back with some toilet roll projects. This is a really simple, easy one. One toilet roll that you cut, and it's about making it so easy. So you cut this, and then you remember when I did the flip-flap pockets the other week, we had to cut a bit off the top. I'm going to use this as a pocket here, like that. And you're going to use, sorry, I'm just thinking what papers I was using. I'm using Ruby and Pearl's Creme Brulee. And I've got lots of bits here, so I'm hoping there's pieces here that will fit. I think that will. Will that go? Yep, I'll use some of that. So as I say, I'm hoping some of these will fit on here to cover it. I've stuck this piece down. Now, it is quite hard for it to stick, and you do have to wait for it to dry. Maybe if you use a glue stick it will stay, I don't know. It does tend to be a bit springy. I've chosen this piece to go on the inside. And then I've got this pocket. So what I need to do is just roughly measure where, sort of about there. I leave a gap either side. And then just cut up there for it to fit. So it will go on there. Now for that, I was thinking, I've got two choices. The middle of this here, does it go with that? Yeah, or quite like this, and I must admit I'm very tempted with this piece here, just there, and that goes with that, doesn't it? Because that will be up there. I think I'm going to go for this piece on here, like that. Okay, I've cut that bit out. By the way, these were the pages of the kit that I printed 4 to a page. It's a great idea if you want to make some journal cards up or tags. So all I'm going to do is glue this to this side here. Whoops, I have filled my glue bottles up. Can you see? I'll just glue this down so that all this will dry, and you'll see what I mean when you do put it on there. It is because it's sort of, it would be a good idea maybe if you're doing this to flatten it first. Because it does tend to, it rolls up obviously. So it does create a few problems with it when it sticks down. I mean, this is doing quite well, but I'd really pushed it down to do it. And I go over very hard with my bone folder, like that. So again, I just need all these to dry off. Well, these are done, and I've inked around them. On the inside, however, yes, I got too impatient and tried to fold it. So that hasn't come out too well. But we're going to be putting cards in and pockets on. So I just need to put this on, and then I'll put a couple of clips on, and then my ink, no, this is glue, my glue again. Why is it when you first fill them up, I find it just doesn't do what you're supposed to do? Oh dear. Okay, now I have got lots of air. Oops. Right, here we go. Not as bad. as I thought that was going to be. So I now put that on there. I've inked around everything in Vintage Photo. Put that onto there. I'm filming this bit on Good Friday. I've left it a few days because I got busy, and then one thing and another I didn't finish it off. So I do find I have to put these clips on because this is now quite thick. Doesn't seem to be too bad along the bottom, it's just the side bits don't seem to hang on. But that's okay because we can put that aside to dry. And what we need to do now is remember the Ruby and Pearl Creme Brulee? Well, the pages I shrank down, this is one of them. And I thought the swans looked lovely for part of a journal card. I don't think my brain's working very well. The words aren't coming out. Just to double check. Yeah, that will fit in there. And what I've got is a piece of book page that I've stamped on. I was practicing, I don't know, my little stamps. So I thought that it may cover it up anyway. I could stick that onto there. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll tear anyway down here. And I quite like that. And tear down here. Oops, that way up, so actually that's going to get covered. I'll put that like that, I think. Now I've torn too much, haven't I? I need to find another piece of book page, which shouldn't be too hard, I wouldn't have thought. Again, I quite like that. So I think before what I should have done was just stuck that on there instead of trying to tear it. Like this. So I hope your Easter Good Friday is going well. I think I'm going to take this off. And let's hope I haven't, no, that'll do, because I like the side bit there. I think what I'm going to do is stick this down to start off with before I mess up the book page even more. And then I will tear once it's down. So I did the journal card. I carried on with it, and all I've done is just rough up the edges with my little tool, but you can just do it yourself by tearing and folding and like this. And then I put a piece of my faux washi tape on and a sample snippet there and inked in Vintage Photo. So that slots in there. And then I've got the front to do, and for that I've made up a little cluster, but I'm holding it together with a Tim Holtz bulldog clip, I hope. Yeah. And what I plan to do is I've made this cluster, so I'm putting this on the front. And this is from Creating in the Waiting. I was inspired by her. And so I put a little lace cluster with some cheesecloth, some dyed cheesecloth I've done, tea dyed. So that is just going to go there, like that, I think. So I still haven't made a dangle from a glue. Really must get around to it. I suddenly realised I got my glue gun for another project that I've been doing is still on. I really should have just used that, shouldn't I, to put this on? Oh well. So that can go there. I've printed some definitions onto some fabric. I have done quite a bit of fabric printing yesterday. As you know, I've done it before. when I've done some script, if I can find it there, and I use for bits and pieces. This one I did the definitions, so that's there. I think that just finishes it off. And then the other thing you could do with a toilet roll is cut it in half again, flatten it out and make a pocket. So what I've done, I've covered the pocket in some neutral paper from Raindrop Lila, her neutrals. And then as I was printing on textile fabric yesterday, I printed these lovely dresses from MKV Valentine kit, her vintage dress kit. And again, with this, I was inspired by Anne at Aldecina. She was making clusters, but I thought this would be quite nice on the front of this pocket. So I've just layered up some of, I'm going to see if I've got some of this. Used a large piece of this, and then I've just taken, I have this pile of scraps that seems to be developing here. I've taken some bits and pieces from that and some sari silk to make a bow, and put a piece of tulle, dotted tulle. This is a piece of broderie anglaise I had left over from something else, and then one of my ruffles from the crepe paper I put down the bottom with some bling. I thought the bling went quite nice with it. So that's something else you can do with a toilet roll, is make a pocket, stick it down, and then you've got room for a tag there. And then there's this with a journal card inside, another little pocket that you can clip to the side of your journal page, or put in like that into a pocket, or hang. Another way is hang over the top of a pocket, would be quite nice if you've done quite a plain pocket. Anyway, those are my makes for the toilet rolls today. I hope you've enjoyed the viewing, and I will speak to you all again soon. Don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't. As I say, it all helps. And thanks a lot again for having a look. Bye.